what we're doing over here. We are driving this Freightliner Argosy up to Washington. Right now we're stopped in. We're still in California. We're working our way up to Washington. Actually, let me just double check something. But yeah, I guess American Truck Simulator. That's one that I'll pull out just when I want to alternate between stuff. But anyway, in this instance, yeah, this is what I'm driving over here, an old Freightliner Argosy, because I really like cab over designs, but there's really not too many to go around unless you're talking delivery trucks, local delivery trucks. But I don't know how much those count. Hang on. Nope, that's not what I want to do. How do I? Oh, here we are. Just trying to turn on my light bars over here. I'll stop in Portland along the way. It's beautiful up there. Yeah, I got friends that live in Portland. Not in Portland, but close enough to it. Yeah. In fact, while we're talking about relaxing drives, that's one drive I've always wanted to do. I want, cause two of my friends, they would combine going up to a convention along with a road trip from Northern California all the way up to Seattle, where Everfree Northwest would be held. So they would combine going up there with a road trip, and that was something that I always wanted to do, but I've never gotten the chance to do that. And I mean, I still want to do it. It might wind up not being in connection with the convention, but I still want to do that someday. I still want to go on a long road trip. But this time without a hurricane chasing me around, because technically we did road trip from Orlando back up to the city, but that was out of necessity, not because we decided, hey, let's do that. But yeah, this is the truck setup that I have over here. Let me just. The traffic the traffic mod that I'm using over here, so far it hasn't been as jerkish as the one in Eurotruck. In fact, the only reason I held off from Eurotruck is because, well, that's the one that we're doing on stream. Anyway, seat straight enough. Yeah, pretty much what you see over here. There's keys, can of Fanta. I brake for orange soda. Remember that now. Yeah, yeah, keys, orange soda, a couple writing utensils, a radio, up on the dashboard over there. See, we got Wally, Evie, and Ducky. You can bypass the nearby way station and have a safe journey. Oh, beautiful. Wally, how did you get those speakers? It's part of an add-on for both of this add-on from the Steam Workshop. It exists for both Eurotruck and now American Truck. Now that they let you put accessories in here, it's something called Sissel's SISL, Sissel's Mega Accessory Pack, something like that. I'm using the thing, and I don't even remember what it's called. That's so sad. But huge props to Sissel for putting in the work to make all these toys possible. So yeah, among them, you have figurines from scattered locations, pop culture, movies, and just random happenings. Because like I said, those figures, that's something you can add on. Let's see, and just practical stuff. Like you see, I got a duffel bag over there, some boxes. Oh, swerving off road here. That's not safe. I always talk about keeping my eyes on the road, and that's the last thing that I'm doing over here. Yeah, some fun, some practical, and you see the moon that I have just dangling over. Don't run into the back of a truck now. No, that's not gonna happen, I can assure you that. But yeah, pay attention to the moon that's dangling from my headliner over here. I'm not gonna say what it does, but just think about what the moon does naturally, and that should be a good hint as to what it does. Okay, kind of going a little overspeed over here. But over here I have a little more time to work with. Over here I get 12 hours of driving time instead of oh wait, or do I get 12 hours in Euro Truck as well? I can't remember. But I feel like I get a little bit more driving time over here in American Truck than I do Euro Truck. Although the same still goes that that you have a certain amount in which you can drive. If you go over that, you start dozing off behind the wheel, and you have to find somewhere to rest. Of course, right now we're at the beginning of our drive. 1, 2, we're gonna be mostly on. I think we're on the interstate all the way up to Bellingham. I'm not sure. It's possible we have to branch off into a side road, but we'll see. I just saw where we're going. I didn't see what was involved, and then again, we might wind up having a detour due to a road closure up ahead. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. But one thing's for sure, I can definitely relax now a little. I can my blood pressure will be shooting through the roof. I get enough of that just working. I shouldn't let something fun be doing that as well. Don't get me wrong. I love the challenge, and as you can see, I stayed with it and I did it. So give me points for persistence and tenacity and all that. Although that makes me fodder for, like I said, I know there's compilations of people raging out to their games. And not even just shouting kind of frustration, you know, just smashing up their gamepad, smashing up their keyboards, throwing stuff at their monitors, as in just flat out destruction. Which, I mean, you can, I can understand where they come from. But you know, I can understand where they come from, and you know, and a little authenticity on air. I suppose it doesn't hurt, but I guess at a certain point it doesn't help either, because yeah. Though on the other hand, it's like people are allowed to get angry. It's not constructive to be angry to the point where you're destroying stuff. Understand that. Don't. Whoa! doing there? Ooh, have to pull out a little defensive driving over there. Well. But anyway, rage compilations exist, and part of me wonders if fail compilations exist. In which case, the last 2 hours makes me perfect fodder for somebody to just take what I'm doing and poke fun at it. But I mean, if that's somebody's source of entertainment, you know whatever. That doesn't mean I approve of it. Because it's like not everyone can be a AAA can be a AAA gamer on a AAA title. And I guess that goes back to what you were saying before, people shy about that. I mean, I did catch bits of that discourse and all, and that's all I can think about. You know, that not everybody is an ace gamer. Not everyone can go into a game and just nail it all at once. Sometimes we just want to sit back and play a game, plain and simple. And that being said, even if there was a setting to if there is a setting to increase or decrease the difficulty in Crash, I don't know where it is. And even if I knew where it existed, I tend to play things on just plain old normal vanilla. Because it's I guess it's easy. It's easy enough that you can make reasonable progress, but I guess also hard enough to keep you on your toes. But that's where I tend to play on normal mode, and I'll never knock anybody for playing it on easy mode. Just playing anything on easy mode, like I said, sometimes some of us just want to fire up a game. If you have what it takes to wow people with your mad gaming skills, go for it. You know, start your own Twitch channel, start your own YouTube channel. Go for it. Show the world what you got. But if somebody can't do it, you know, don't knock them for it. Because if for nothing else, you look like a total bunghole doing so, and that might net you a certain amount of popularity, you know, but it's not the right amount of not the right kind of popularity. Too fast. Taking it too fast. Because there's popularity for being genuine, and then there's popularity for just being outrageous. I appreciate those that are just truly genuine with their behavior. That's not to say I don't appreciate people putting. That's not to say that there's no place for theatrics or just the occasional theatric. You know, there's got to be some element of just being and feeling in the moment. But if you're just staking your popularity on just going after people, but that's just me. See, in most games there's lots of trial and error to get the mechanics down and what your character can do and what you are up against. And like I was saying, I know what I had to do, but it's like I can't get myself to do it. Not I can't do it as in this is too hard, I can't do it, you know, like Whoa! Darn it. You see what I mean? That part, that... Granted, I probably took that exit probably a little too late, so that would be on me. That would be on me. I would pay for it. I would accept responsibility, pay damages, etc., etc., etc. See, they're saying that every master has failed a million times, but a beginner hasn't failed once. Points being is that everyone was a beginner at one point. Well, there are times I feel like I feel like a beginner all the time. I mean, maybe that boils down to just really? This part is closed off as well? No, GPS, that isn't gonna be an option. Got a bit of a dilemma over here. Because if this way, look, if this way is closed, I have reason to suspect that this way would be closed as well. We might have to detour through 101 over here. And it looks like it's just going to keep detouring me over here. I don't blame it, but like I said, I have reason to suspect that if those two ways were if those two entrances were closed, I have reason to suspect that this is going to be closed over here, and I am not in the mood to go back and experiment. The only thing is that what would... Yeah, I'm just gonna go with detouring down. Reset navigation. 16. Oh gosh, this is gonna add such a long time to the trip, but at this point, hang on, let me... Can I still see what... Yeah, see what I mean? They have that way closed off as well. So so getting back on I-5 wasn't going to be an option anyway. So detour, here we come. Okay, I should really pay attention to the road and not to my notifications. Okay, we'll be able to knock out at least 9 hours worth of driving over here, and then we'll have to go into a third driving day, because when I picked up the save right now, that was already the beginning of the second day. I was hoping drive the full 12 hours and then take a break, and then the delivery would be made early the third day, but obviously that hasn't played out in that manner. bit beyond the stop sign there. If anything, I like driving cab overs because I have way more maneuverability. Because with I guess a regular American truck, you have that big nose hanging out. Hanging out in front. That kind of takes away room for maneuverability. Alright, we're gonna be cutting across over here to 101. We're gonna go up there, and then I guess it looks like we're rejoining the interstate a little further up ahead. Went into that a little too quickly there. I was about to say, don't tell me there's another road closure over here, but no, it's just construction. It's not just road construction, it's a job point. That dummy in kind of sharp corner, yeah. And that dummy in the bus. They make the turn. If he had made the turn, then that would have been a repeat of Euro Truck going smashing into another vehicle. Are my high beams? Ooh, I left my high beams on. That's so good. Because I saw the cars in the opposite direction, flashing their high beams at me, and that usually happens when you have your high beams on for a while. Where's my phone? I keep looking down at several points. It's because kind of linked to a little something over here. I'm just gonna be chipping away at it as best as I can. Okay, what? You're making a turn over here, I'm imagining? Oh, it's the car up ahead. That's the thing with the AI. That's why I always say that the AI in this game, it operates the cars, but it doesn't drive it because there were at least a few instances where that car could have made that turn if it just hustled a little bit. Or I could just be used to driving around here in New York. Around here, you gotta move quick when the opportunity strikes. You gotta go for it because nobody's gonna wait for you. That's kind of a style that you gotta adopt around here, and I do admit that it does come off as kind of jerkish. But then again, when I consider how I see cars from other states driving, it's like, whoa. Like just just earlier today. Oh. Earlier today, just heading back from somewhere in Brooklyn. Just coming back up here to my place. Driving along, and then in the rearview mirror, I see something just kind of bobbing from side to side. I look behind, and there's somebody just weaving in and out of whatever gap that they could find. Though it doesn't matter what state you're in, that's just plain bad driving. You know what's another thing that's playing into the sharp corners over here? That if you want to play realistically, there's a setting to adjust the stability of the truck, as in how well, pretty much how it says how well it handles. Because once I get clear of this truck, not the truck, the car over here, because you see how you you wiggle back and forth. You do that hard enough, you're gonna go flying off on your side. Of course, if you have the game stability turned up, if you do that, it'll be a lot harder to flip on you. But that's obviously not how things work IRL. You try doing that in a truck, you're gonna wind up tipping over, clogging traffic, getting injured, probably gonna be out of a job, or your job performance will be, or your employment will be severely impacted. But yeah, that's why both here and when I do Euro Truck, that's why the truck seems particularly wobbly on the turns. Oh, I saw the shadow of a plane up there. Whoa! Drivers are pretty bad. There have been several instances of drivers entering the freeway in the wrong direction. Also, they really don't stop for pedestrians crossing the street. That's definitely strictly not an Arizona problem. I can assure you that there's been way too many instances up here in New York of people entering the freeway in the wrong direction. That either boils down to somebody just seriously not paying attention, or driving impaired. And then the other count, they really don't stop for pedestrians crossing the street. I feel like that. At least up here in New York, you have to yield to somebody in the crosswalk, but I think that all comes down to common courtesy, which some drivers just simply lack. In fact, I had a recent example of that of making my way to pick up my mother from work, and the car in front of me, he's blowing stop signs, making turns without any regard of who's there. He cut off a guy trying to go past the intersection on a stop sign. Then he almost ran over somebody in the crosswalk, and then almost caused an accident when he turned off into a parking lot on the left-hand side, and he's on the right-hand side. Just really bad behavior. lord, how in the world did they get their license? Well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. It was an older gentleman that was driving in that way. So odds are that he's probably been driving like that for a long time. I mean, you can only hope that it doesn't catch up to him, and in a way that'll cause injury either to anyone else or himself. But I guess that remains to be seen. Be good enough for the test once every 4 years. Well, the vision test at least, because I think only unless you lose your license or you get enough points, I think you're in a situation where you got to test out your driving again. But yeah, definitely the vision component at least, though. Though that isn't an age factor, because I mean, because look at me, I'm not that old, but my eyes are already screwed up, and then you get people that are very on in their years, 80s, 90s, even their hundreds, and they're going about like nothing. And I'm just, every time I see them, I just keep thinking, if I can make it to old age and I can just move and stuff, you know, that's that's already gonna be huge for me. Yeah, don't mess with the elderly. Yeah, that's a given. Because either way you cut it, though, they've seen enough to make your head spin. Alright, we have about 5 hours worth of driving left. Well, now that we're on a different segment of road, I don't know how we're doing rest stop wise. In fact, we should have been at 11 hours of driving left, but obviously that's not how we played out. We got a big old detour back there. Of course, this goes back to this all goes. I guess it's a game mechanic, but at the same time, it's a real life mechanic, and that at any moment somebody can just seriously wipe out and take out a whole segment of road. Yeah, 30 mile per hour speed limit. That makes sense. Shame that this shifter column doesn't move around. But I definitely like the addition of the shifter column over there, because the trucks that come in game, they don't have that. Now, that being said, some of the modern trucks, they've gone to I think that they've gone to some form of what's it called? The one that you have the paddle shifters? I think that's like a double clutch or something like that. As in, it's still manual. You still have to select the gears, but it's not purely manual. But yeah, that's a really nice little touch over there. Having that shifter column. Where are you right now? We just passed Eureka. Eureka! We passed Eureka! Still chipping away at our little detour over here. This made me realize that the GPS over here, it's meant to guide you in a specific direction, and it's going to try to keep you on that direction. It doesn't really think ahead for you. Because I'm a little too used to either Waze or Google Maps. If something's blocked one way, it's not going to try. It's generally doesn't try to take you back in the same direction. It's going to try to give you an alternative. Past the Bay Area. Yeah, I passed close by San Francisco some time ago. Actually, that's right around where the detour happened. I hopped onto I-80 for a bit, and I was almost at the tail end where it drops off into San Francisco. But obviously, I didn't continue down that way. I detoured up north. All right, it's starting to get dark. Has anyone noticed our little has anyone started to pick up on our nifty little moon feature? It's still a little hard to see, but it's gonna become a little more obvious. Trust me, just hang in there. Of course, if there's anyone watching that has Cecil's Mega Pack and has added the moon, then you know what's coming. It's not it's not that big of a surprise. It was a surprise for me when I first found out what it did. But then again, I am very easily amused. I marvel at the tiniest things. I laugh at the dumbest jokes. But I guess in that sense, I never get bored. Something always brings me some modicum of wonder. Bingo! And there you have it. Of course, if this was a real life application, that wouldn't. Well, you would have to turn it down because it illuminates quite brightly, and in the dark, you want to try to keep the lights. At a minimum, because I don't know how obvious. I don't know how obvious it is to everyone, but if you're gonna be working around in the dark, generally you want to keep yourself in the dark as much as possible, because it comes down to how the eyes work. That once they're adjusted for the dark, you turn the lights back on. One, that's why your eyes hurt when you turn on the lights after being in the dark, and then two, it takes a while for your eyes to adjust back to the dark. As in, you can work in daylight, obviously, and reasonably low light conditions, but you gotta give your eyes time to adjust. That's something that was mentioned when I was training for my pilot certification. That when we would be doing night flights, we'd have to give ourselves a little while for our eyes to adjust to the dark. Otherwise you're not going to be able to see where you're going, and that can easily get very dangerous. So yeah, our shiny little moon ornament. That's it looks nice. I love it, but in terms of practicality, it's not a good idea to have bright shiny moon right there in your field of view, throwing off your night vision. shiny. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said I love it. But again, for practical reasons, that wouldn't be a good idea to add that. This path is a little twisty and turny. It's good. Although this truck has a good amount of horsepower and torque, so it won't be a repeat of the truck that we're using in Euro Truck Simulator, where you can also distract the other drivers, right? Yeah, for sure, it can. Although if that's what gets somebody to notice that you're coming up on them when they're otherwise distracted or unable to see you, I guess I suppose that would be an advantage of some kind. But yeah, like I said, this truck, fortunately, it isn't as anemic as the one that we're driving around in Euro Truck. Although our next Euro road trip on Sunday, hopefully, I'll get up to the point where we can get a better truck, something with a little more muscle, as well as expand on the rest of the map. As for the rest of the week, Tuesday, we're definitely gonna come back with Crash, and then... Oh, my guy's getting sleepy here. How are we doing on time? Let's check the map, see how we're doing. Oh, we're about to get a little twisty-turny over here. Oh, we got a truck stop up ahead. How next checkpoint time, 3 hours, 37 minutes. Blasted. Yeah, we might have to stop at this guy over here. You know what? Let's, because after that, it's gonna be a while before we find the next, truck exit. Because there's no way I'm gonna be able to fit 3.5 hours into, just 2 hours. All right, there we go. Yeah, so let's plan for that little parking space down there. Well, further up ahead, and then we'll go from there. All right, either way, we're about to get back onto the interstate. I just realized I'm running a little low on gas there. Actually, we're gonna have to follow the lead of this truck over here. All right, Argosy, use every horse and bit of torque at your disposal, because we gotta climb up ahead. Yeah, that bright shiny moon would be a bit of a distraction there. Either that truck's taking the climb a little too quickly, or something. Whoa! Yeah, I feel like we're taking this too quickly. I feel like we're just going round and round and round with no end. Oh, that's what it was. A viewpoint. Yeah, these are fun. You can pull into them, and it gives you. Well, just what it says on the label. It gives you a viewpoint. It lets you have a look around the area. Oh, dang it! I keep forgetting that in this game, flimsy little road signs are hard obstacles. Give me a moment, beautiful child. I'll get to you right now. You're getting tired. You should find a parking place to rest. Yeah, I know. Got an hour left before I gotta stop my day, so yeah, we're gonna have to take the little parking spot up ahead and then pull into the truck stop tomorrow morning in game to gas up, because then we'll have a new problem running out of gas in the middle of the road. Shame I can't turn up the lights on my light bars. Or I might just not have my monitor adjusted as it should. Whoa. This is one part of the road where you don't want to fall off the edge. Okay, silly joke about having the moon down so low it would seem like the moon is crashing into... Oop, am I slipping? Oh. Didn't flip too far, did I? I think I backed into the car behind me. How the moon down so low it must seem like the moon is crashing into... Is that a reference to, Is that a reference to Majora's Mask by any chance? And off we go. Yes, it is. I'll admit the only reason I know that was because of another game that made that reference. The Henry Stickmin collection, the last one. I'm completing the mission. There was a little a Majora's Mask feel that had precisely to do with that, the moon going and crashing into the earth. So that's the only reason I kind of had an inkling of knowledge as to what that had to do with. Yeah, there was no way I was gonna make that service stop. I'm running tired enough as it is right now. lights on over here because I cannot see a dang thing over here. This is parking over here. Oh, this is parking over here. Alright, we made it. Time to get some rest. Time for me to just nibble a little bit of what I had left over for dinner over here. Dinner Bell Cafe. Okay, so I would have been able to get some breakfast over here. That's good. That's good to know. Yep, some actually, wait, before we get moving. Yeah, there was food, there was facilities, there's even ice cream. And back here, somewhere to sleep. Not too shabby looking, huh? Yeah, here's the rest. Here's the rest of what I had. I had the duffel bag. I have yeah, I had the duffel bag. I have some random boxes. Like I said, the camera down there, toys, toll passes, very important. And yeah, pretty much what you see there. All right. Glad you got on a tour of my home away from home over here. Seems pretty comfy. Yeah, definitely. And personally, I don't mind. Oh, somebody lives over here. Morning, probably the caretakers of the rest stop over here. Evie, yeah. Yeah, I introduced them at the beginning. Wally, Evie, and Ducky. The Ducky is, the rubber duck is, station wagon, yes. Yeah. Can't be a good old station wagon, huh? But yeah, the rubber duck is a reference to a friend. It was mentioned on occasion that he likes rubber ducks. But yeah, what I was saying before was that I don't mind working in small spaces. In fact, the bars that I work at Carnegie, they tend to be in some pretty small spaces, but I make it work. I'm able to make small spaces work. In fact, but I mentioned on a prior stream that when it was brought up about where to rest, I said that I mentioned that I was looking for a hotel over here because I would probably want a bed to sleep in, an actual bed. But that being said, I can make any space work. In fact, at conventions, I've had instances where just give me a little bit of space on the floor for enough for a sleeping bag and my luggage. I can live out of the luggage, and I am perfectly happy. I'm not picky about where I have to stay. I may be a city slicker, but I can rough it out when I need to. In fact, I've had to in one way or another. Let's see, my mom had a station wagon growing up and made the trek out to California from Alabama. Whoa. Now that'll put you some distance. You'll be more comfortable than traveling in a Greyhound. I always say time and time again that I'll only travel on Greyhound again if I have to, because traveling on by long distance bus had to be one of the most miserable experiences I've ever went to, and I like to think myself that I'm pretty tough and hardy and I can roll with the punches. But that was one instance where I was just flat out miserable. In fact, it was I might bring it up on Saturday again, the first part of Saturday, because just a reminder that we're still on for City Skylines on Saturday. We're still going to be building out our city, but a few hours before that, I'm going to be dual streaming with somebody else, with Senkichi Spectrum. I'll throw a link up to his Twitch, and then I'm not sure if I'm gonna have him via voice chat during the stream, or how that's gonna work. But I might bring it up again. But I'll always say that was the most miserable I've ever been traveling. And like I said, I'd like to consider myself pretty tough as far as travel goes. But the bus trip was from Charleston, South Carolina to Dallas, because we were going to a convention in Dallas. So the itinerary was that we started out in Seattle for Everfree Northwest, then we flew out to Charleston to meet up with some of his friends, Spectrum's friends. We spent the day, had fun. Then the next day we were gonna bus it out from Charleston to Dallas for another convention, a video game convention. But again, like I said, that had to be the most miserable traveling experience I ever had. By the time I got off the bus in Dallas, I was cold, my neck was sore, I was sleepy because I couldn't get any sleep, I was hungry. I was just like... And also, I was cramped because the bus seats, you know what? Economy seating on a plane felt like traveling in first class after I traveled on Greyhound. You know, I felt like I had so much room. Because on that bus there was just no room to maneuver in whatsoever. So I mean, I couldn't even try to get myself comfortable to get some sleep. I think I only got sleep because I just flat out passed out. Okay, that was a bit of a poor move over there, but I want to let the traffic in, so. But yeah, I'll only travel on Greyhound if necessary, and I think this time I'll come a little better prepared, as in I'll probably bring a neck pillow, I'll bring a good sweater, I'll bring more snacks. There was opportunities to get food on the way. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I spent a whole day without eating. But there wasn't a whole lot of time to order food. There wasn't a lot of time to eat food, and by that token, there wasn't really any time to enjoy that food. Oh, I forgot. We gotta stop for gas. Gas and. Whoop. That probably would have destroyed the engine in real life. There would probably be stacks of smoke coming out from down over here because the engine is sitting right below us. But yeah, real life, don't do that. But yeah, that's the only time I can honestly say that I had a really bad travel experience. And now that's not to say I haven't had sour experiences while traveling. Don't get me wrong. Because let's see. Although none of them will really compare to that time. Because the only other time that comes even somewhat close was this one time that we were flying down to Guatemala to go see our family. Our family, we packed up like we usually do every summer and go down to see family. But a set of circumstances ensured that it turned into a 2-day trip because Cause let's see. Our flight coming out we were connecting in Dallas, and our flight to Dallas got delayed because of a mechanical issue. And then, oh wow, and this is a fancy looking truck stop over here. And stop. Stop engine and fill up. Wait. Oh, it's filling up. I thought for a second it wasn't filling up. And when I built out this truck over here, I gave it the biggest tanks it has, so this might take a while to fill up. Actually, no. There we are, all full. Anyway, yeah, the flight to Dallas got delayed. In fact, the only reason that we made the flight was because so many people were connecting from the New York flight to the one in Dallas, the one going from Dallas to Guatemala. And yeah, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have made that flight. But anyway, as luck would have it, you think that's the end of the story? Nope. We finally get down. The plane finally makes it down to the approach to Guatemala, and wouldn't you know it, bad weather. And not only bad weather, but it's bad weather pointing in the direction of the runway that we need. It's only one runway, two sides, but the side that we needed, the wind wasn't blowing in its favor. If it was, then we would have made it. We probably would have made it in, but that wasn't the case. So, and also as luck would have it, the crew was about to time out, because legally, much like truck drivers, airline pilots, they can only be on duty for a certain amount of time, and then they have a mandatory rest period for a certain amount of time, and they were quickly coming up on that time, and we couldn't land, we couldn't make it in. And it's not like you can just pull over somewhere in the air and park. So we had to go to our alternate destination next door in El Salvador. And while we were there, the crew timed out, so we all had to get off. We all had to get off the plane and get put up in a hotel. Now. That wasn't too bad because they paid for the hotel, they paid for meals. We had a pretty good. It was late, but we had a pretty good dinner and a pretty good breakfast hours after that. But it just so happened that the airline. I won't name what airline it was. Although if you search my tweets deep enough, you'll probably see who it is. But the airline took away my hand luggage. I think in Dallas I got well, hand luggage, carry on. The point being is that I got it taken away, and that's where I had my toiletries. You know, my toothbrush, my toothpaste, a little bit of shampoo. That got taken away, and I couldn't get my carry on back in El Salvador. So no toiletries, no change of clothes, because I did have a backpack with me, but I didn't have a change of clothes in there, so I had to do without both of those. Now I did get access to something to wash up with. But I was understandably pretty grumpy without that. And in fact, going forward, since you get a carry-on and then a smaller either a backpack or a briefcase or some other kind of small bag. Since then, are you going? Yeah, you're going. since then, I always pack my toiletries, a change of clothes, and pajamas in my backpack. I mean, you'd think I would be doing that before, but I've never had an instance where that happened, where I had my carry-on taken away from me. And in fact, it was under such arbitrary criteria that the gate agent wound up taking away my carry-on because the rationale was that there wasn't I never flown and have no plans too soon. Yeah, that's in fact, I think you gone over that at one point. Yeah, that's that would be something that you had to contend with. But yeah, there was ultimately no rationale because the gate agent took away my bag because she said that there wasn't going to be any room. And then when we got on the plane, there was room. There was plenty of room. In fact, everybody got loaded on, the doors shut, and there was still room up there. And I think I chewed out the airline via Twitter before we took off while I still had data. I would have continued to chew them out when we landed in Salvador. By the way, just on the off chance nobody understands what I'm saying, El Salvador. That's where the layover was. In fact, the only reason I didn't chew them out any further was because at that point I didn't have international data. In fact, the only way that I was able to use Twitter was because on the phone that I was using down there, I was sending tweets via text. But I think I had to pay $1 per. It was either $1 or $2 per text. It was something crazy expensive. So I did. No. I don't think it was $2 per tweet. I think it was either $1 or 50 cents or. The point being, it was pricey. It was pricey. So the amount of complaining that I would have done against the airline would have been a little more had it not been for that. Aha! Now I planned ahead. Wow, there's a whole lot of accidents on the road. I don't know if anybody picked up on that. But yeah, if I had access to my usual data plan, I would have chewed out the airline even further. But that never came to pass. But compared to RIP car, yeah, for sure. Wow, what a crash! Yeah, for sure. But anyway, that was pretty miserable. But and then there was also just going through customs. The line was slow. The customs agents weren't not only weren't there too many of them, but they also didn't seem to be in any hurry to process us. So by the time we got to the hotel, it was well past midnight. But also at the time my sister suffered from crazy air sickness. She was sick. She was miserable, and I was just frustrated, because we needed to get her to rest, and there was just no way to do it. Never mind the fact that she felt sick enough that there was a whole lot of throwing up happening. So that was frustrating. That was frustrating to not so much deal with, but witness. Because let's make it clear. I'll go to the ends of the world for my sister. Something that I made very clear. So it was just infuriating that she was going through that, and there wasn't any way to help. And it didn't help that they weren't in any hurry to get us out of the airport. So yeah, that was definitely pretty miserable. But again, I'll contend that the most miserable I've ever been was traveling by overnight bus. Oh, triple trailer over here. More road construction up ahead? Well, that's understandable. I mean, at any given point, there's some kind of road construction going on. In fact, there was one somewhere that I was going down to DC enough that wow. And then he just takes off like a rocket. Yeah, I slowed down enough to give that car room to merge in, but the car seemed to be taking Albany. But I don't think they mean Albany, Albany, New York. I think they mean Albany, where are we? Newport. I'm guessing we're in Oregon by this point. I think we are. Let's see. Albany and Bend. Yeah, well, we're either in Oregon or close to there. Well, one thing's for sure. If we pass, well, you don't just merge in like that with little notice. Washington. Hang on. Just no, we're in Oregon. Remember that that it's Oregon before we get to Washington State. Yeah, because there's Salem, there's Portland, there's Astoria. another locale that's shared with that has a namesake in New York, or where's the other way around. The only reason I know of Astoria is because of an old movie, Kindergarten Cop. Is anyone here familiar with that movie, Kindergarten Cop? That's where I first heard that there was an Astoria out in Oregon. In fact, I remember little me hearing Astoria and then seeing that it wasn't our Astoria, and I was like, what? So that blew my teeny little mind. Salem discovered. All right. Yes, I've seen that movie, though. It's been a long time since I last saw it. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it. I love that movie. You were saying Albany. I thought there was an Albany, Washington. No. Looks like that Albany was right here in Oregon. Wait, is it in? Was it here in Oregon, or was it pointing? Olympia, Tacoma, Yakima, Wenatchee, Kennewick. I'm gonna say it's I'll have to look it up later, just so I'm sure that I'm not misquoting or mislocating something. Yes, I remember that movie. Watched it a lot growing up. You know, the funny thing is that I first watched it because I was that grade schooler that was terrified of fire drills. Of course, it didn't help that the fire alarms, they were so crazy loud, and that was at a time that I really didn't like loud noises. so a fire drill happening, I knew that there was going to be a lot of noise, and that was I flipped out a lot when it came to fire drills back in grade school. And since since fire drills and then ultimately a fire was a component of Kindergarten Cop, my parents rented the movie and we watched it just to give me an idea. Just give me the notion that that fire drills are okay and necessary. But yeah, that's that's. If anything, that would have been my tell that we're in Oregon, seeing Astoria. Just look it up, and there is in Albany, Washington. I guess there is one in Oregon as well, or maybe it's one in the same, unless. It could have been pointing to Albany, Washington as well, because some of these highways, I'm assuming that they would take a bit of a northerly direction as well. Shifted the wrong way. That probably would have stripped a few gears. Actually, I probably wouldn't have been able to shift. I would have just hear grindy. Old truck. Yeah. There's plenty of them dotting the traffic over here. That's always a nice find, and actually pretty recently I spotted an old Bel Air transiting through Astoria. Of course, I was driving, so I didn't have a chance to snap a picture, but man, that thing looked good. Clearly a good amount of work went into the upkeep, restoration, maintenance. It was telling that that it was pretty well taken care of, and also functioned as it should. In fact, there's one place I'm pretty sure that I'll reliably spot classic cars. The parking for Coney Island, because there were instances that we went to the beach last year early enough that we could beat the crowds. That way we could be safe and be distanced from the other beachgoers. But I remember on one of those visits when we were leaving that I guess it was a classic car club. They had their cars parked at the end of the street, and those are something else. Those are nice to look at them. All right, I'm guessing now we're in. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh crud! Oh, crud! Okay, nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Nothing happened. Just, I just, I was, you're all imagining things. Nothing happened over here. You were just imagining me barreling, into stopped traffic. Yeah, nothing happened. This was all an illusion. Yeah, our truck just stopped mysteriously in the middle of the highway. And now we're continuing. I'm pretty sure that the guy in the car has gone bye-bye. No, Rebel. You didn't see anything. That was all that I managed to project an image of what would happen if I wasn't paying attention and just went barreling right into traffic. You just imagine that. Alright? Well, that's already two. Well, in a day of fails, that seems pretty normal. You know what? I'm trying to think. That I think there is a game where you can kind of. Oh, I know which one it is. It's a Formula 1 game. Actually, not that it has to do with Formula 1, but let me just answer back something over here because I just realized a bunch of time had passed. Okay, autocorrect, what are you now? We all have very active imaginations here. That's not just imagination, like I said, I projected a view of what would happen if I wasn't paying attention, if the drawbridge was up and I didn't have a chance to stop in time. In which case a car would have been completely totaled, I probably would have gone into the drink, and you'd never hear from me ever again. But like I said, that didn't happen. Nothing like that happened at all. It was just a combination of projecting things into your mind and a very vivid imagination. Yes. Okay. Seriously, I better pay more attention here. Oh, so you can incept this. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, pretty pretty cool, huh? Okay, 4 hours left to go, and oh, what do you know? 4 hours left in the day. But you know what? Let's pedal a little faster because we can. Since we have a pretty wide gap in traffic up ahead. What do we got over here? Yeah, totally. What would that be over there? Would that be like what? Actually, I gotta go behind over here. So anyway, this has been a fun day. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully this segment of the stream makes up for just the sheer frustration and negativity of earlier on. You know, that being hey guy, why are you slowing down? You trying to keep my speed in check? What was I saying? What does that look like up ahead? I want to say it looks like a ram, like maybe a ram or either a ram or an F-150. Does a bit. You know what? If I could see the front of the truck, then I can tell for sure. Come on, let me catch up to you. I must know your identity. Yeah, it's a ram. I thought so. I guess I wanted to say it looked like a ram because it is a ram. Well, a generic ram. Okay, obviously, just weaving in and out of lanes like this is dangerous and likely illegal, so don't try that on the road, kiddos. Oh, wait. Okay, I think we're gonna have time to work with over here. Actually, come to think of it, we're gonna be right up at the Canadian border. Okay, we got a way station coming up ahead. Oh, we can bypass it. Yay! I'll admit that I'll probably have to look ahead and see how see what as far as Crash goes. I'm gonna have to see what lies ahead and also what the next game is looking like. Either way, I might have to recharge a little bit after I'm done with the first Crash before I start taking on the second one. In which case, I'm probably gonna do something else that can follow a series. I think by that point I should probably have polls up over here. There's a whole lot of features that I gotta integrate over here. I gotta integrate channel points. I gotta integrate the points shop to redeem those points with polls and all the other fun stuff that you usually see on other streams. So I mean, I don't know if anybody noticed, but I did kind of tweak a little bit the logo at the bottom right corner of the screen. I found out how to add transparency to it, so I was able to give it a replace the one that I had before with the look that I usually have. Indicating I gotta reverse to the right. Am I gonna be exiting right? I know this much. I'm pretty sure that the highways in Seattle right now don't look this empty at this particular point at night. 9 o'clock at night. I'm almost certain that they don't look like that. In fact, I've been in traffic in Seattle, so I know for a fact that the roads aren't this empty. Although I'm kind of wondering, did I ever integrate I downloaded another traffic mod for over here. I'm wondering if suddenly wondering if I remember to integrate it. Wouldn't you know it, here comes the rain. Here comes the rain again. I forgot how the rest of the lyrics go. Way to go, me quoting songs without remembering how they go. Everett. Huh, we'd be traveling pretty close to one of Boeing's factories over here. I know that because on a prior visit to Seattle, we wound up my group that I was staying with. We wound up we traveled to a museum that was close to one of Boeing's factories, an air museum, which I thoroughly enjoyed, being a bit of an aviation geek. Although not as much as one of my friends. Goes by Nighty or Nightingale. Yeah, he's a pretty big aviation buff. So any amount of interest that oh, we gotta pull over. Stop. Oops, didn't mean to hit the parking brake. I meant to hit the engine brake. 1 hour 40 minutes and about an hour left in the job. Okay, so you know what? I'm not gonna say anything because it's when I say stuff that stuff tends to happen. Alright, let me in. Thank you very much. Yeah, when I need a break, I usually take something small that I enjoy, which I can beat fairly quickly. So by that rationale, I think I know what I'm gonna stream in between the little break I'm gonna take from Crash once I beat this first one. Because like I said, I don't know what awaits me in Crash 2, and then Crash 3. Like I said, I know I never beat the whole thing, but I progressed far enough that at least I know what I'm up against. So I'm fairly confident that I can pass it with not too much difficulty. Of course, I say that right now, and then who knows? I might have a different result when I go to play it. And at the same time, I need to settle just a tiny bit of money aside for something to capture the PS3 with. But yeah, if we're going by the criteria, something small that I enjoy that I could beat fairly quickly. Well, that's the thing. It wouldn't. It's definitely simple enough, but it's not. It's. It wouldn't be quickly. But it would still. But I think it would still be something pretty. Still be something pretty enjoyable. But let's see how. Let's see how Thursday goes. With Thursday's Crash session, because I think we're getting pretty close to the end. You're getting tired, you should find a place to rest. I am working on that. In fact, I am gonna go make my delivery, and then I think I see somewhere I can... Whoa! Took a while to stop. That's how you know it's rainy. Iowa Street. Iowa Street in Washington State. Alright. It's our go. Let's go. Looks like we're gonna have to make a right turn immediately, so... Well, not immediately, but pretty close by. Just in case, let's see, is it gonna change right now? Is it gonna change right now? No, it is not. Bummer. I know, I'm getting tired. But I am about to finish my delivery, so we're gonna do that. Nope, this light isn't changing. Come on, light. Come on, light. We need a green. Whoa! This course took off in a hurry. Are you making a right? No, you are not making a right. Just my luck. Oh, it gives me a chance to answer something over here. My figures. What city are you in right now? Bellingham. Bellingham is our current location. There we are. Just pop it up on the GPS really quick. Shifted back to first. Yeah, that turn would be a lot more wider in just a standard American truck. That's why I said I like the cab overs much better. I also have to say I don't appreciate the appearance of just a good old classic American truck, but this is what I prefer over here. And here we go. We're almost there. Speed. I know. We're getting tired. We're almost there. And I think I see where we have to turn into. A lot of traffic here. Good. I can take it a little wider. Guess it's my go. Looks like I planned out the turn pretty well. Of course, if you know what your truck can do, you can make it do it. Like I've seen some truckers make some pretty crazy turns, precisely on my block. metal plant or something. Some kind of metal plant, some kind of chemical plant. There's a warehouse or something. Actually, no, the perfectionist in me is saying, straighten it up, do it all over again. It's pretty late. I did it again. I did a long stream again. Without planning. Without planning to, better said. Alright, we made it. Can't deliver from San Diego to Bellingham. What a trek. Alright, we'll add this to our fuel economy. Let's go find somewhere to park. Where can we park, though? Oh, I think I see somewhere we can put her down. What the? So you're just showing me my garage. See, what it would be showing me would be the truck that I got, the one that I'm driving right now, the Argosy. But obviously we're not at home base, so there's nothing to show except the rusty old garage. Anyway, let's get out of here, go rest, and then I'll pick this up the next time that I play it. If you're getting tired, you should find somewhere to rest. I know that game. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to see where I'm going. I cannot see diddly squat right now. Oh, missed the turn. Guess I'm going into the grass for a bit. Parking it to the side or something? Oh, I see where we gotta park. Rest for a little bit, and tomorrow and the next day at 9:15 he's gonna do it all over again. As for us, we're about to close it out.